Now this will be the shop that I will be building it in. My little garage. Very compact. But we can make things do. Well, hello. This is a new YouTube channel called Hadley's Build 76, where we'll be taking all types of builds on. And in this series, we're going to call a project C76 Supercar 2025. Now the donor car will be a 2009 Nissan Altima SE 3.5 liter V6. Let's take a look at the car. This is the donor car. This is the before. All right, now let's take a look at what we're going to try to strive for. This is what we're looking to do, not exact, just to give an idea. Now, as I said, I'm new to the YouTube, so hopefully I can get a video out every 2 weeks showing my progress on this car. If you'd like to join me and come along and watch my journey and seeing if I can do it, you're more than welcome to come. Until then, you have yourself a blessing day. Bye. All right, now that it's in the garage, let's start taking it apart and seeing how well it runs before we strip the body. Alright, let's go and start on the C76 teardown. Alright, let's see what we're going to be doing. There's the car. Let's get the front end off. Take the bumper, the fenders, the lights, and that grill. So let me set you up in the time lapse and we'll start on doing that. Okay, that was the 6 pop rivets on the top. Let's get the 6 Phillips underneath. Now we'll go on and take out the 10mm bolts underneath there with our speed ratchet. Okay, now we'll put back the inner fenders and get that 10mm bolt underneath there on each corner, and the bumper should come off. Alright, now you just give it a good yank from the corners towards the front of the car and it should come off. Now, if you have any fog lights hooked up, this would be a time to disconnect them. In this case, I'm taking them right off of the bumper. They also are 10 mil. Just like that. Front bumper is off. All right. Do a little bit of a cleanup. We will keep this and we will install this in the new bumper. Of course, we will clean this up, give her a nice paint job. Okay, now, where do we go from here? See, I'm thinking maybe we should start on the, let's get the one fender off here. We'll label those. Before we take them off, clean them up and put them in the box and save for later. Alright. Okay, well let's look into getting this fender off and the headlights off. Let me set you up in the camera. Alright, let's take out the headlight now and get the other side too. Okay, now that we got both headlights off, let's take out the fenders now. We'll have to take the front tires off, undo partially of the skirt back there, possibly open up the door, have to take a bolt out from inside. We got a couple 10 mils up here. Let me get you set up in the tripod and let's get these off. Okay, that's the front fender off. headlight, bumper, inner fender, and at the end of the month, here's the underside. Waiting on parts to do the coilovers. It will get in there and clean everything. New calipers, new rotors. I'm going to change some pulleys. Get all these A-arms. What color should we do the A-arms? Yellow or blue? Maybe if there's some people in here and they could do in the comments, we'll see what color we'll go with, yellow or blue. The coilovers that are coming are orange and black. So we'll do maybe some orange and black underneath here. We will get that back tire off. Next will be the skirt. Get the skirt off of there. I got the front bumper and the skid plate for the front so I can make my pattern for the new front end. This is what it looks like so far. Minus the hood. We won't be taking the hood off yet though. Yeah. Now we're going to extend this out 23 inches. Alright. Well, that's it for today. If you like what you're seeing here, just don't forget to subscribe and like. It'll help out my channel. I'm new. Like I said, my name is Mike. I'm going to try to turn this 2009 Nissan Altima 6-speed 3.5 into my own special little sports car. We'll get some ideas off of this car. I got some ideas in my head, but we'll take some off of these measurements, but something. Got the back here marked out where I'm going to want to cut it. We're going to cut this whole rear end off, and we're going to build our own rear end. Been marked out with a laser. So tomorrow we will work on the rear bumper, side skirts, and hopefully the tomorrow we will work on the bumper, side skirts, and brake lights. We'll get everything off here. And then we'll get ready to, in 3 days, we will start to cut the back end off. First, we'll take the rear mirror window out, the side windows, the back seat, the trunk liner. All that will be on eBay for sale if needed. Kijiji, Marketplace, wherever I decide to put it. Alright, well, again, I want to thank you for sticking with me, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, we're back here at the C76 build. Let's finish off and getting the side skirts off and the rear bumper. Then we'll work on the interior to get the side glass off and the rear window out. Alright, let me set you up in the tripod and we'll get this going. Okay, so now that that is off, we'll go ahead and we'll start on the other side, and then we'll come back and do the bumper. Now let me get you set up in the tripod, and we will get this going. All right, now that the skirt is off, let's focus our end on the bumper. And we'll take those tail lights off too. Yeah, we'll get that off. Let me set you up in the tripod. Now, to get this back bumper off, we need to take these tail lights off. Move back the trunk skirt. Take out the 10 mils. Let's just pop this trunk right now. Get this tire out of the way. All right, let's get this. That's a body mount clip. Just pop that going out. So, you gotta remember, these things never, 90% of the time you're gonna be using a new one. They're not friendly at all. Yeah, like this one does not want to let go. They get so much crud in there and then they just pretty much lock themselves together. But a little bit of force, they come out. Alright, you gotta pop some body ones. Here and take out the two 8 mils or where are they? Yeah, there's one right here. Oh, there's the other one. Way up in there. Alright, let's get our 8 mil. Here, let me bring you guys in here so you can see the bolt that I'm talking about. come way in here. That 8mm right there. And then the other one's way up in there. Let's just set you up over here. And you can watch what I'm doing. There you go. Oh, that will not work. Sorry for your ears. Maybe that's not an 8mm. Maybe that's a quarter. Yeah, it's a quarter. All right. Okay, now we're gonna start taking off the bumper. Let's get that 10mm screw out of there. And we've got the 8mm on the inside, the 10mm we'll get on the outside, and then it just unclips. So let's get you set up in the tripod. Okay, we're back onto the brake lights. So let's get you set up here. I'm gonna try to do this with my best with doing it with one hand. Let's unclip this. Let's see if this will come out now. Should just pop off. There. I might need two hands. Let me set you up in the tripod. And there, that is the bumper off. All right, so we got the tail lights off. We got the skirts removed. They're over there in that heap of a mess. And we got now the bumper off. All right, so we are now going to move on to, well, we need to put the tires back on and put it back on the ground so I can get a measurement to the top of the wheel fender from the center of the wheel, so I can see how much lower the car will be when I put the coilovers in. Got some new coilovers coming in from Maxi Speed. We're going to go with orange and black. And then we're going to take all these little pieces inside here. I'm going to sandblast them. And then we're going to paint them. I just don't know what color yet. I want some type of exotic color. Like a green, a blue, a teal, a purple, something. We'll come up with that at another time. And then on the front end, I got it marked on the ground from where the new front end is going to be. It's going to come up to that green line, right at that level mark. 72 and a half inches wide from the edge of the tires. But the body's going to stick out an inch on each side. So the car will eventually be 74 and a half inches wide. So we'll get the car back on the ground, do its measurements, put it back up in the air, take all the tires off, and next video we'll work on the suspension. We'll get it all torn apart. We'll put in new coilovers. We'll get the arms, everything in there. We'll sandblast and get a good coat of paint on it. We'll do that. We'll redo the brake lines, calipers, rotors, brakes, everything new. Yeah. All right, so when we come back, we will be doing those. Rear end's looking pretty good. We'll take these clips off, so whoever buys the bumper, they'll get those clips to go with it. And we'll determine what we're doing about this rear end. As I believe I want to chop that whole end off and reconstruct it myself, because, like I said, this is a supercar build. Chop off that out. When we come back, we'll do the suspension and we'll do windows. And we'll start ripping apart the interior. All right. See you next time.